Hello everyone, my name is Olivia Patricia Lorena, and today I'm going to talk about cause and effect paragraphs. What are cause and effect paragraphs? Before I define cause and effect paragraphs, let us define first cause and effect. What is cause? A cause is a person or thing that gives rise to an action, phenomenon, or condition. If you look at the picture, this is the cause. Effect is a change which is a result or consequence of an action or other cause. If we look at the pictures for cause and the picture for effect, we can understand what is cause and what is effect. Cause is cutting down trees. What is the effect of cutting down trees? There is flood. So cause and effect. Now, what is a cause and effect paragraph? It is a paragraph that answers two questions. First, why did it happen? That is talking about causes. Second question is, what happens after, or what is the result of the event? That is when we talk about the effects. So here is an example cause and effect paragraph. Let us read the paragraph. Many people get into trouble just because of posting or making comments about something on the internet. Some people think that it's just right to share their thoughts and opinions because they have the right to free speech. The feelings of other people are not considered or don't even matter just as long as they have said or posted what they wanted to. There are other people who want to share their ideas, but it turns out that it's not even their own. This would lead to possible lawsuits and libel cases. Lastly, there are those people who don't actually think before they post or make comments. These people would even post photos or comments that are not appropriate for other people to see or read. Their lack of logic and reason makes them look foolish. These are the reasons why people should have the sense of responsibility when using the internet. Otherwise, they would end up humiliated or even put in jail. This is an example cause and effect paragraph. Let us analyze the paragraph. So the paragraph is talking about people getting into trouble using the internet. Why? Why are they getting into trouble? So answering the question why, we are talking about the causes. What are these causes? Because number one, they have the right to free speech. They think they have the right to free speech. Reason number two, they are using other people's ideas as their own idea. They get into trouble for doing that. Reason number three, they are not thinking before posting or making comments. Three reasons were given for the topic, people getting into trouble using the internet. These are the details for a cause paragraph. The topic is people getting into trouble using the internet, and the three reasons are given and explained. So before we learn to write the cause and effect paragraph, let's have study skills first. First study skill that we are going to learn is paraphrasing. What is paraphrasing? It is repeating something written or spoken using different words in a simpler and shorter form that makes the original meaning clearer. In paraphrasing, the wording changes, but the original meaning of the passage does not change. And paraphrasing is done to check whether the passage or the text is understood by the reader. So how do we paraphrase an article? How do we paraphrase a passage or a paragraph? Here are the steps for paraphrasing. Step 1. Read and understand the passage as many times as needed. You can read twice, you can read 3 times, just as long as you understood the passage. Step 2. Put the original passage aside and write down main points. The main points are important details on a piece of paper. Step 3. From your list of main points, write your paraphrase. The list that you made will help you write the sentences or rewrite the paragraph, the passage, in your own words. Step 4. Use quotation marks for borrowed terms and phrases in the original passage. If you need to borrow a phrase or a word in the paragraph, use quotation marks. Step 5. Cross-check your paraphrase with the original passage. By doing this, you are checking if you understood the paragraph that you just read. What are the techniques in paraphrasing? There are different ways to paraphrase, different techniques to paraphrase a text. When paraphrasing, you have to use your own words. So how do we do it, and what are the tips or techniques? Technique number 1, use a different part of speech. Technique number 2, use words that have the same meaning or synonyms. Technique number 3, use clauses or phrases. Technique number 4, use the active or the passive voice. Technique number 5, use indirect or quoted speech. So let us look at each technique. Technique number 1, use a different part of speech. So instead of using the same part of speech, for example, this sentence, communication has also been greatly affected by the invention of the internet. The paraphrased text, when the internet was invented, the way of communicating has changed in a dramatic way. So what are the words that were changed from the original text to the paraphrased text? Communication. Communication is a noun. In the paraphrased text, communication was changed to a verb, which is communicating. Greatly is used in the original text, which is an adverb. Then, in the paraphrased text, an adjective is used. Greatly and dramatic, they both have the same meaning, and greatly is an adverb, dramatic is an adjective. Another word used in the original text is invention. Invention is a noun. So, in the paraphrased text, what is used is a verb. The verb for invention is invent, and invented as the past tense for invent is used in the paraphrased text. Use different parts of speech. That is technique number 1. Technique number 2, use words that have the same meaning. These are called synonyms. Look at the original text. Nearly 100% of students around the world use the internet for their schoolwork. That is the original text, and here is the paraphrased text. Almost all students in many countries do their academic work with the help of the internet. What are the words used in the original text that have the same meaning in the paraphrased text? Nearly. Nearly is the synonym of almost. 100% is a synonym, another word or another meaning for 100% is all. The phrase around the world in the original text is replaced by in many countries. They both have the same meaning, but different words were used. Another word in the original text is schoolwork. Schoolwork, the synonym for it used in the paraphrased text is academic work. That is technique number 2. Technique number 3, use clauses or phrases. Look at the original text. Another aspect of the society that has been greatly affected by the internet is the way we live. This is the paraphrased text. In addition, the lifestyle of the society has been altered in a remarkable way by the internet. What are the words or phrases that were changed from the original text to the paraphrased text? Another is replaced by in addition. The phrase greatly affected is replaced by altered in a remarkable way. And the last phrase, the way we live is changed or replaced by the lifestyle of the society. This is technique number 3. Technique number 4, use the active or passive voices. The original text, education, communication, and the lifestyle of the society have been greatly affected by the invention of the internet. This is in the passive voice. The original text is in the passive voice. If it is in the passive voice, use the active voice. Look at the paraphrased text. The invention of the internet has greatly affected education, communication, and the lifestyle of the society. If the original text is in the active voice, change it to the passive voice. That is technique number 4. Technique number 5, the last technique, use indirect or quoted speech. This is the original text. I was asked, what's the easiest way to find answers to my homework? In the original text, there is a quotation. The quotation is the question that is being asked. In the paraphrased text, you are reporting what is being asked. 1, 2, 3. In the paraphrased text, there are no quotations. You are reporting what was being asked. So the paraphrased text, I was asked what the easiest way to find answers to my homework was. So change from direct speech to indirect speech. That is the last technique, technique number 5. Another study skill that we are going to study is summarizing. What is summarizing? Summarizing is expressing the most important facts or ideas about something or someone in a short and clear form. When you read a paragraph, get the ideas, get the important facts, and you summarize it, making it shorter than the original paragraph. In summarizing, you are delivering the main points and important details in a more concise and shorter text. So for example, you have a very long paragraph, the summary, or when you summarize it, it will be shorter because you only included the main points or the key points of the paragraph. So how do we summarize? Here are the steps. Step 1, read and understand the passage as many times as needed. Like in paraphrasing, you can read twice, 3 times, as long as you have understand the passage. Step 2, underline, highlight, and circle the main points in the passage. By doing this, you will be able to see easily the key points or the main important points in the passage. After highlighting or underlining or circling the main points, separate the passage according to its main idea or main point by labeling each paragraph. If it is an article or an essay, there are different paragraphs, and when you summarize, you have to look at each paragraph to get the main points of each paragraph. Separate the paragraphs and then try to find out the main idea for each paragraph. Step 4. Write 1 sentence for each idea or main point by making an outline. Making an outline will help you organize what is being talked about in paragraph 1, what is being talked about in paragraph 2, 3, 4, or 5. Step 5. Write the summary using the ideas gathered in steps 3 and 4. You have written your ideas in step 3 and step 4. Try to summarize or try to write sentences from those ideas that you have gathered in steps 3 and 4. So you have to write an outline. What is an outline? An outline is a list of information you will put in your paragraph. It begins with a topic sentence and it shows the organization of a paragraph. So in an outline, you will write there what you are going to talk about first, second, third, and last, so on. In summarizing, you have to write an outline. What is an outline? It is a list of information that you will put in your paragraph. You begin with the topic sentence, and an outline shows the organization of a paragraph. It tells what ideas will be discussed first, second, and so on. An outline ends with the paragraph's concluding sentence. So before you write an outline, you have to gather ideas first and brainstorm. That is what you did in steps 3 and 4. When you have your ideas, write an outline to organize these ideas as to how you want them to be discussed in your paragraph. When we write outlines, we use Roman numerals when we number ideas to show how they work together. In outlines, we use Roman numerals, numbers, and letters. So Roman numerals are used for introduction, first, second, third main idea, and the conclusion. Letters are used for the supporting points for each main idea. Arabic numerals like 1, 2, these are the details of the supporting points. This is an example outline for the paragraph that we just read a while ago. The Roman numerals represent the topic sentence, first, second, third point, and the concluding sentence. The letters, they represent the details for each main point. For example, the right to free speech. A and B are the details for the right to free speech. Roman numeral number 3, using other people's ideas as one's own idea, there is one detail, and that is letter A. And for the third reason, not thinking before posting or making comments, 2 details were given, A and B. So in an outline, we use Roman numerals, numbers, and letters. Why do we write an outline? We write outlines because we need to be organized. Writing outlines can organize our ideas. It can help us stay focused. It can show us what we have to write in the paragraph, and we will 1, 2, 3. And it will keep us from forgetting ideas that have to be included in the paragraph. In a cause and effect paragraph, the ideas can be organized in 3 ways. One is multiple causes, one effect. Second is one cause, multiple effects. Third is the causal chain or the domino effect. In the multiple causes, one effect, the focus is on the reasons or causes. Multiple causes meaning many causes and one effect. So if you look at the diagram for a multiple cause, one effect, you can see there are 3 causes and 1 effect. It can be 4, 5, but in a paragraph, 3 is the ideal. If you look at the diagram, there are 3 causes and 1 effect. It can be 4 causes, 5 causes. It's up to what the ideas you have in your outline or in your paragraph. The second pattern of organization is the one cause, multiple effects. This is focused on discussing the effects. So we have here the diagram, cause, 1, and 3 effects. So this pattern of organization is used for writing an effect paragraph. The third pattern of organization is the causal or domino effect. This shows the link between each causes. So you have the cause and you have the effects. The effects are linked. Effect 1 is linked to effect 2. Effect 2 is linked to effect 3. It is like effect 1 leads to effect 2 leads to effect number 3. So these are the different ways to organize your ideas for a cause and effect paragraph. In a cause and effect paragraph, to coherently talk about each cause or each effect, we use transition words. Here are the cause transitions and here are the effect transitions. So, Let us now learn to write the paragraph, starting from the topic sentence. Remember, there are three parts in the paragraph: topic sentence, supporting sentences, and the concluding sentence. So we start with writing the topic sentence. The topic sentence for a cause and effect paragraph introduces the cause or the effect of the topic. It is a general statement of what the paragraph will be about. Example number 1. The invention of the internet has affected the society in many ways. Example number 2. There are many reasons why people of today cannot live without the internet. So these two sentences are examples for a topic sentence. Second part, supporting sentences, discuss the reasons why or the effects of the topic. When you discuss the supporting sentences, you must include additional explanation or information about each reason or effect. The last part is the concluding sentence. The concluding sentence summarizes all the ideas presented in the paragraph, the ideas being the reasons or the effects of the topic. It can be a final comment about the topic of the paragraph, and it can also be a prediction of the possible results or outcome of the topic. For example, you are writing an effects paragraph. What can be a result of these effects? Give a prediction, and that is your concluding sentence. So that is it for today. Please click on these links to get more information about cause and effects paragraph. Thank you.